Okay, today I will be adding these three cameras to my Ring doorbell, and I purchased these from Costco. It's just a basic three camera set, and you can add them to an existing Ring doorbell. And there are several different ways that you can mount it. It comes with the three cameras as well as the hardware to do mounting if you wanted to do like a camera mount. And also, if you want to do just mount it to a flat surface, so it's standing straight up, you could do that. And also, you can, this goes on the bottom here for that. And then you could also take this off and then mount it on the rear, and it swivels up and down and also to the side. So I'm going to be installing these outside of my home today, and I'm going to show you the setup on at least probably one or two of them. And this part here, again, I'm going to do a wall mount. And with this here, this thing here, this gray part just slides out the back of this thing here. And what that will allow you to do is to do the mount to the wall. And so it has two places where the screws go. And then you just secure this back onto here. And so that will, again, secure it to the wall and also allow it not to be removed very easily. So I'm going to show you what I'll be doing with this today. So stay tuned for more. Okay, I'm about to mount the camera here on the outside. And what I have here is TrueCar Garage, and I'm going to mount it on the left-hand side at the very center. And that is wood trimming there. I thought about mounting it above on the trim there underneath the gutter, but that is plastic and it's not built very well at all. So I've just decided to mount it right here in the center. It's not going to be very high off the ground, but I do plan to secure it with some screws. So let me show you how I'm going to set it up, and we'll walk through the process. Okay, I am about to complete the installation of the camera here again above the garage door, and there are several different ways that this can be mounted. I'm going to mount it so that it's at least secure to the camera, and there's some screws that will be attached to the mounting hardware. The first one will be this part here on the back side. There's a screw that goes into this base here, so a person will not be able to easily remove this from the base. And then the second part is within this plastic piece that goes on here. Again, this is going to be mounted to the wall, and then this piece here will just slide over the top of it. And then it's probably really difficult for you to see, but there's a place here that pops out, has a plastic piece that pops out, and a screw goes into that. So if someone tries to remove it, it will be somewhat difficult, and it may take them a little while to do that. And so I will be using both of those methods again to secure this to the wall as well as the camera. So unfortunately, I don't have a great setup in terms of bringing the camera close to show you exactly what I'll be doing. But basically, these two holes here, I will mount that again in the center of the garage here on the wood. There are two screws that come with this. And then I will pop, again, this little plastic piece out of here and secure that to this here. So pretty simple. And that slides on, and then the screw goes on. And again, this part is attached before the installation is completed. So I'll give you an update shortly. I'm going to go on and mount the security screw that goes in the back to this base now. And there is a single screw here that goes into the back here, and that simply goes right into this hole here. So I'll secure that right now. And then what I will do is just slide this plastic piece off here once I am ready to mount it. But I want to do a test fit here to see exactly where it will go. Okay, and I will slide the camera off and insert the screw into the first hole here. That's approximately where I want it there. I want it to center as much as possible in this area. Slide it over just a little bit right there. And I'll just test the camera just to ensure there's enough space at the top to slide it on. Okay, there is. So that's a really good fit. And I think I will move it over just a bit to look like it's just slightly off center. Okay, I think that's better. Also, take note on which side goes up if there's an arrow, and also the word up, and also always make sure that's pointing up. Okay, first one is in. And now for the second screw. Okay, I have the plate on and secured. And what I will do is mount the camera. I'm going to turn this to the side. Okay, what I'll do now is go on and remove this little plastic tab that goes into the top of this thing here, so I can insert the screw for security once it's installed. And I'll just pop this out here. It's pretty simple. It's just a little small piece that's very tiny, and you may not be able to see, but this is a little rubbery piece that snaps right into the top of this here. So I'll go on and install this and also put the screw in right now. And again, you slide this on, and you just position it slightly above where it should be attached, and then slide it down once you get it into place. And I just need to get it on here flat, and then it'll just slide straight down once it's on. Okay, there. So it's on, and again, what I will do is attach this small screw to the top to secure it. And I apologize that you're not able to see this, but it's just a simple screw. that attaches to the plastic. And if you're using a drill like me, you certainly don't want to overdo it because that's plastic. And I put it in so far, and I think I'll just hand tighten it from here. I just have this screwdriver that came with the set here, and I'll just use that to tighten it up further because I don't want to strip that plastic part out. It's not built very well at all. Okay, so I just made a slight turn to tighten it up, and now I'll just straighten the camera up, and I'll have to adjust it and looking at the app in terms of the position that I want it, the angle, but I simply want it to just shoot straight down my driveway. And I'll do a full review on these cameras, but as I mentioned earlier, it's a 3-camera set, and they have motion detection. They also have night vision, and these are pretty good cameras. And the reason that I purchased these cameras is because I already had a Ring doorbell system that has a camera, and just decided to attach these. And I'm just strictly using the battery setup on these right now. I may at some point use wired or install a solar panel here for this one, but basically that's it. Again, very easy to install, and the setup is very, very simple in the Ring app on my phone. And what I will do now is go on and mount the other 2 cameras, and I may give a few shots of that as a completed update. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll give a full review of these cameras and let you know my thoughts on them. So thank you for joining, and let me know if there are any questions at all.